Hey Garth Gang, and welcome back to another video. We went up to about 400C. I have spent 90C getting a pre-qualityed ready coloured quill rain after doing some testing. Even though the only thing on this thing is actually it helps us is the attack speed and the fizz damage, and the mana gain for each enemy hit by attacks is kind of cool. The 30 less damage is a bit meh. It still does more damage than the 6-link silver branch that we was using. Additionally, the other change we made was taking out vitality, and we've put in a flesh and stone. This doesn't leave us a lot of mana, and with no points to really get back, we are down to a little bit of 1, 2, 3 turrets, and we're then waiting for our mana to come back, which we don't have any mana regen, so we're hoping that we can be okay. We can fire 2 caustic arrows, which also might not be enough. 1, 2, no, I don't know, depending. It's a little bit iffy. We've got the 7% increase in life and mana there. There's not much we can do that. We've got the -5 to total mana cost. We can't use the -7 because if we do that, we will break our amulet and won't be able to use it. We've also got the leech on there, so that might help a little bit. We've also anointed acrimony, which is a damage over time. Anoint, as you can see there, plus 15% damage over time. We did that. We brought 2 black oils. That cost us 5C in total. So we've done that. This stash was upfilled all the way up to about here with low quality flasks and gems. Unfortunately, in the video I was recording while I was showing you what I was doing, that video crashed. So I'm having to re-record this, but obviously I've lost all of that. We gained 5 glass blowers baubles, and we gained 12 gem cutter prisms. The gems we sold were worth, well, there's a couple of level 120 qualities, but combined they were only worth about 7C. If we hit 100 GCPs currently on the bulk exchange on the trade site, that's worth 50C. So there's money sat there. I'm going to buy some more instilling orbs. I'll probably wait until tomorrow morning. It's currently 2100 hours here, GMT in the United Kingdom. I've got my tab set up for the Endles Heist running for my chaos recipe. Here's all the contracts I've got. So if you don't know what Endles Heist is, the idea is you pick a level. There are 2 levels you bounce. There are 2 sets of 2 levels. You either bounce between 59 and 60, or you bounce between 66 and 67. So the idea is you go down to level 59, you buy all the contracts the guy sells, you run those contracts, you hit level 60, and you wait until about here on the XP bar, somewhere around here. So you don't want to go up to level 61. So when you hit to level 60, you buy his contracts. You then take 1 wisdom scroll, 1 orb of scouring, you sell it to any vendor, and it gives you a book of regression, which then goes into inventory. You right click the book of regression, and as it says, reduces your character level by 1 and resets your experience for that level to 0, which is why we wait until we're nearly level 61. So we level back down to 59 with 0 XP. That refreshes the contracts, so you go and buy more contracts, and then you run those contracts, and that is all you do. Now, aside from everything else going in this tab, I have made about 100C today just running Heist. 180-ish, because we've obviously spent 90 on the quill rain. Plus, I've handed in excuse me, all of the div cards I held. All of the max stacks div cards I held, they've gone in, and that was another 5C, I think, just in straight chaos to be added in. Um, we threw in a void and got 5C out of that as well, so that went onto the stack. Aside from that, we've got various amounts of alterations and other low level currency. We bounced up to about 30 odd orbs a chance. Now obviously they get used to buy contracts a lot. If the contracts are magic, you use alchemy orbs to buy those. Obviously make sure you can run them. In the current setup we've got, if you're copying this character, you can run pretty much all of them, other than maybe mana regen or regen or some less regen, maybe a bit dodgy. I don't know what it's going to be like. The low level vitality is only giving us a tiny bit of life. 30 life per second isn't that great, considering we are in the heist for about 3 minutes total, and we don't take much damage on the way out, and what we do take is generally resolved by the life gain on hit in our boots from the Rain of Arrows proc. So I'm going to try Flesh and Stone out because it gives us blind and it gives us less damage from enemies that aren't nearby, which is a bonus. We are going to stay in stance. It does mean our mana's a little bit tight, and there's not really anything we can do about that. We've got a really nice mana roll on our Stygian Vice. There's no mana on this, but there's no place to put a mana roll, so I don't want to risk hitting it with an annul orb, because the only thing I really want gone is either the dex or the rarity of items. I don't want anything else to be touched, and that seems a little bit too risky. So we'll leave that. Obviously unique, stacked full of uniques. We've got a little bit of leech on our amulet. Other than that, not much up there. We've got the -5 to total mana cost on there. We can't use a -7 because that'll put the amulet above our character level and we won't be able to use it. We've anointed our amulet with acrimony, which is 15% damage over time. That cost us 2 black oils, which was a total cost of 5C. So what we're going to do, the next purchases really are going to be instilling orbs to figure out our flasks. I'm thinking of changing this to not when used when reach charge is full, but reused at end of flask effect. So it'll get used as we run through the heist twice, which is when we need it. When we're running out of the heist, we don't get hit, so we won't be ignited, and therefore we won't need it. I'll do the same with the granite flask. Now if we can get by with this low amount of mana, then this flask will change probably to a stibnite, and then we'll run that with the freeze immunity on there. If it becomes too much of a pain to continually hitting our mana flask because of our low mana, then what I'll do is I'll go back to the low level vitality, or I might end up stealing the enlightened level 2 I've got on my other character, my lightning arrow storm rain totem character, and put that in the gloves and just not bother with the vitality or the flesh and stone. So we'll see how that runs. I've got 2 div cards left to hand in. That's when I realised that the video had crashed. So we've got a random divination card, that could be anything, and a void. So let's hand those in and see what we get. Trade divination cards. Let's do the gambler first. Drumroll. We get not bad, and the void we get bang, a death's oath. A very badly rolled death's oath. Yeah, they're not worth anything. They're not really worth anything, even if they're well rolled. Mind you, if it was well rolled, I'd take it to standard and put it on my character I've got over there. Right, that's that then. Ding dong. So yeah, I've got these I'll need to run on my other character as well. I need to trash that lot because no one's buying anything out of that tab or this tab. I've picked up a couple of jewels from the heist as well. I've been doing, so we've got this one that dropped. It might not sell, but you never know. And I think that one dropped. Did that one drop or did I hoard it? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, we got those anyway. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I've started putting together other builds for different heist strategies. I'm going to try and run them before 3.18 and then just update obviously based on 3.18 patch notes. But the idea I had is to do one video that gives you all of the heist strategies with the various different builds for each strategy. And so if you want to league star or do endgame heist in 3.18, providing GGG don't nerf it to oblivion, then I'll have the information for you. I've also opened up comments again on my YouTube videos, so feel free to comment. Trolls will be banned and reported, and if I get too many trolls, I'll just go back to not having any comments. I hope I don't have to do that, but there we go. That's the plan. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope to see you in the next one.